Right then, my lovelies, it's an absolutely pants day, so I am going to make, or try to make, one of the ultimate sausage sandwiches. And to do that, I'm going to need sausage and I'm going to need bread. So let's go to the shop. Bloody noise. And I think our first stop, oh, nice silver car matching in neatly with mine. Our first stop is going to be for fuel. What a miserable day.
Channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Boaty.
To make YouTube videos with.
Oh, you had me at YouTube videos. Let's go, Boaty.
Right, well, that's a little bit of fuel dropped in. So now we go in search of sausage. I'm warming up a bit now, thank goodness. Oh dear. So, for you, what would be the ultimate or your best sausage sandwich? How would you go about it? A question I asked on the community tab, or in the form of a poll, was the first question that popped into my mind, and that was, should a sausage sandwich have butter on it? And so far, at the time that I left, the answer was 100% yes. So, what are your thoughts? I suppose that I would default to adding butter, but if you've got a really, really good fresh bread, then yeah, maybe not essential. Maybe there's something just in the raw simplicity of a good sausage in just fresh bread with a nice application of a good mustard. I see the Chatsworth Christmas market is already in full swing. Oh, look at the colours on those trees. Beautiful. Shall I angle you up a bit? Is that better, or do you miss the view of the bonnet? And then going back to the old sausage sandwich question, there's the old chestnut of the dressing or finishing condiment or sauce of choice. And the normal big question is brown sauce versus tomato ketchup. But with a sausage sandwich, I would always incline towards mustard. Now, if it was sausage and bacon, I might go brown. But, and I want to be clear about this, unequivocally, there is no place for tomato ketchup on a sausage sandwich. Now, if it's a hot dog, tomato ketchup, okay, with a bit of American mustard, blended. But on a sausage sandwich, no, it's just wrong. Feel the mighty power. Ish, within reason. That tree is rather lovely, do you not think? The year's fairly hoofing on, isn't it? We've already got Halloween and bonfire night out of the way. Christmas next week, no doubt. We're going to chuck it right here. And this is Pilsley. And this, my loves, is where we are going to acquire, oh look at the leaves, our sausages. This is Chatsworth House Farm Shop. Well, and it's busy. They must have their special offer on all you can eat for £645. Now there's a plus and a minus to this place. The plus is that the produce is fabulous. The minus is that the pricing structure is basically pants down arse rape. Oh, I see. Oh, that is a very nice shadow too. And this Land Rover is just about to reverse into me. It's a rather nice one, isn't it, my loves? I do love a headlamp wiper. Now I think we can just whiz in there where the touring has come out of. I'll be honest, I wouldn't normally come here. This place is for gullible tourists. There are other lovely farm shops in the locale that I would normally use, but I don't know if I didn't know if you'd been here or not, so I thought I'd bring you here, let you have a look. Let's go inside. Quite pleasant, isn't it? That's Enza down there, that church spire you can see. And that is the cafe. Not for the faint of heart or slim of wallet. Let's head round to the front entrance. As usual, there's a right few quid's worth in the car park. I genuinely wouldn't normally be caught here. My goodness me, that was busy. What an enterprise this place is. Making my God, they must make a fortune. And they do have some nice stuff in there, to be fair, and the staff are wonderful. So, what have we bought? Well, we have Chatsworth Estate Farm Shop sliced white loaf. Like any other white loaf, but a bit dearer. Actually, the price wasn't too bad. Can't complain at that. Look at that. £1.59. Can't be bad. And when it came to the sausages, it was Hobson's choice. They completely sold out over the weekend, apart from the Autumn Sausage, which is free-range pork sausage with cinnamon and russet apple. And the nice lady recommended 4 for a gentleman's size sandwich. So 4 is what I have. Right, let's get home and make this mother. Americans and posh old people, that's who you'll find here. Okay, we're back on this camera. And let's head back to Windy Bum. Leave the poshos and the Americans behind, what? The Shadow had gone, the Shadow 2, the roly-poly. Very nice one, really was. With all of the options that I would have gone for. I think it's particularly busy because they've got their Christmas marquee thing on. This gentleman is just going to walk in the middle of the road. Let's see if we can avoid him. How many points do you get for walloping an old man? Gosh, it really is busy. Oh, a nice X-type. If that's not an oxymoron. And personally, I don't think it is. The leaves just make for a stunning carpet of colour. Tell you what, let's go back a slightly different way. Just so I can show you a particular road that I can't remember if we've been on it before. And you know me, you know I hate going back entirely the same way that I came. I always like to do a circular route wherever possible. He was pressing on, wasn't he? So this road here, rather than going back the way we came, this is going to bring us out at the top of a road that's called 13 Bends. And you'll never guess why it's called 13 Bends. Okay, maybe you will. It's got 13 bends. Here we go. Yeah, so I thought I'd drive you down 13 bends. And if you thought I was fibbing, here, look at this sign. I'll slow down a little. There you go, 13 bends. Oh, it's a while since I've been here. And those barriers are a new thing. This road's a bit of a target for, oh, more barriers. Well. Never used to be there. The road has been a bit of a target for young people, idiots, driving, shall we say, enthusiastically. And yeah, a fair few of them have fallen off the road and been killed in various ways. I always used to think of this road because I used to drive this road daily when I was working. I was living in Chesterfield. This is back to when I was married, and I was working at the hospital in Bakewell, which my wife at the time was managing. I mean that my wife was managing it at the time, not that my wife at the time. I've only ever had one wife. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Although I'm not averse to the idea of having another before I shuffle off this mortal coil. So if you'd like to marry me, do leave a comment below. But yeah, I used to drive this road daily, and coming down it, I always used to think of it like downhill skiing. You could almost imagine holding your poles out as you shush to the left and then to the right. I suppose we're going to be stuck behind this van up the hill, aren't we? Oh no, we're not. It's turning left. Good. That's it. Sod off. Oh, we're going to get stuck behind the bloody RAC instead. Hey. A Mondeo in Super Touring, guys. Never had one of those. I fancied one when I was going through my latest Ford phase. I still half fancy one, actually. Oh, what are they building there? Don't think you'll have seen that. But, oh my goodness me. Hidden in the woods. I don't know if I've told you before, but quite famously there are some caves somewhere around here. And a man lived in them for pretty much all of his adult life. Now, I don't know what it is about Windy Bottom, but whatever kind of weather there is about, it will be concentrated at my cottage. So, for example, today it's a little bit foggy, but everywhere else we've been, there's just a tiny hint of fog in the air. And then you get to within a few hundred yards of Windy Bottom, and suddenly it's super fog. And it's the same with rain. If it's raining a bit, then it'll be it'll be raining very heavily. And snow, if there's a bit of snow on the ground, I'll have 6 feet. I'm either cursed or loved by the weather gods. Perhaps they think I'm some sort of god and they want to worship me by giving me extra helpings of whatever weather it is they're dishing out on that day. Now, Mustard came up with an interesting suggestion. He said, why don't I reverse in? And I've never tried reversing in. So let's give it a go today, see if it's any easier. I have to say, Mustard might have had a point. It was kind of easier to get in, reversing in. It was a bit of a squeeze getting out of the door, but oh God, I've got cobweb all over me. If I could refine it so that I just edged up just to the edge of this little wall here, so just kind of moved over a bit, maybe a bit more of an angle, and I wasn't sure how accurate the reversing sensors were, so got a little bit more that I could do there. Then I could give myself a bit more room to get out, and of course when it comes to driving out, so much easier. That wheel is filthy. So thank you, Captain Mustard. After 7 years, you might have just changed the way that I do things. Right then, my lovelies, let's get sausage sandwiching. Bit of a tidy first. Cheers. Let's get the sausages on first, shall we? Here we go. Beautiful, fresh, free-range sausages. Excellent. Now, I don't know how you cook yours, but I like to cook mine in the oven rather than grilling or frying them. So, I'm going to take the oven dish. I'm going to take some, which? Oh, we'll go for this one. Some, that's olive oil flavoured with red chilies. A few good grinds of black pepper. We'll pop these fabulous sausages into there. Oh, bollocks. And we'll whisk them about a bit so they get coated in the oil and seasoning. That chap doesn't want to play ball. There you go. Lovely. And then I'm just going to pop these into the oven on a fairly low heat to begin with. Okay, so the sausages are in. We can dispose of this very beautiful packaging. Let's have a look at the bread. Oh, now then. Now then. Dangerous stuff, fresh bread, because if it's nice, and this is, you could basically just eat the entire loaf with about 2 pounds of butter. Okay, these sausages are smelling fabulous, and I do mean bloody fabulous. So, I'm going to cut them in half, and I don't mind telling you that I've made what might be a rather controversial decision. Now, are you sitting down? I'm going no butter, and I'm going triple decker. That's right. And even more controversy, or controversy, as you prefer. God, these look good. The combination of the sausage juice and the infused olive oil is so fabulous that I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to roast some onions in this amazing juice, and I think they are going to be just utterly fabulous. So that's where we're going to be. We're talking fresh bread, we're talking triple decker, we're talking no butter, and we're talking onions. Oh, and we mustn't forget, I'm adding mustard. A bloody good slather of beautiful English mustard. There, that's the sausages cut in half. Now then, let's slice some onion. Kind of medium sliced. Not too thick, not too thin. How many do we want? Is that going to be about it? That's about it, I think. And we're going to cook these onions in this. Let's go for broke. Let's bung the bloody lot in there. And so we're going to roast these onions. Oh, this looks amazing. In the beautiful sausage juice and olive oil. Tell you what, we'll give them a grind of black pepper, and we'll pop these back in the oven. This is going to be awesome. Ooh. Right, the F1 is on pause, and it's time to construct this sandwich, which is going to be phenomenal. Now, I've warmed both the bread and the plate. Sorry, my head's cut off there. I've warmed both the bread and the plate because there's nothing worse. Well, there are lots of things worse, but it ruins a sandwich when people use cold bread, and then to make matters even worse, put it on a cold plate. Last minute change of plan, my lovelies. I'm not going triple decker. I'm only going the more usual route. English mustard, and plenty of it. Now then, let's get these into position. Oh, this bread is to die for. Tell you what, let's alternate the texture. I am looking forward to this. Right. Look at this. Fabulous. Let's pop their little hats on. Lovely. And then carefully cut them up. These are not going to be pretty to eat, my loves. It's going to be a proper sloppy job. But that's all part of the pleasure, isn't it? Oh, fabulous. I'm going to need this.
In the middle, really? There was something stretched out of that tree with the engine. Copy, checking in. Lost a lot of time on power. That was what the radio message Jenny was talking about.
This has been a pretty epic sausage sandwich. Last bite. Beautiful, tasty, really warming. Just what I fancied on a cold, foggy day. Ooh. And a really good quality sausage makes all the difference with that beautiful fresh bread. I'm glad I didn't go down the butter route because butter would have spoiled that. Oh, that was great. Right, my lovelies, hope you enjoyed this little sausagey delight video, and I look forward to catching you next time. Cheers, my dears.